The June 28th, 2010 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Antelli? Here. Mr. Beebe is excused. Mrs. Draw? Here. Mr. Eckel? Chairman Hanna?
Here.
Mr. Lee? Here. Mr. Lightfoot? Present. Mr. McCann? Here. Mr. Yolovich?
Here. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum this evening?
For Steve, so until the end of the meeting, see if he can make it.
Till the end of the meeting, we can leave it open.
Thank you, sir.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum this evening?
No public forum speakers today.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up who would like to speak to the committee this evening? Seeing none, we will move on. The next item is the approval of minutes. You have the May 24th, 2010 minutes before you. They'll stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any change by the end of the day. Next item. New business, Madam Clerk.
Referral 10-189, amend Resolution
Moved by
232.
Legislator Draw, seconded by Legislator McCann. Is there any discussion? Yes. Legislator Draw.
Chair, just have a question on this for the administration. Why the increase, and where does that the additional? Where does that actually funding come from for that for the ministry?
Is the amount of services that the ministry is providing has increased, so they want to increase a chaplain. The money comes from the T99 line, which is a phone service line for the inmates, and the commissary fund.
Okay, thank you. And can I ask you also how much is in that fund right now?
Approximately $3 million.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Legislator Lightfoot.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to get a point of understanding here. I know a while back, Reverend Wilcox, the chaplain of the jail, retired. And I'm wondering, when you say chaplain, are you talking about for the ministry, or has Reverend Wilcox's position been filled? Or through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration?
Through the chair, I'd have to find out. This is separate, I believe, from the Reverend, yes. And I don't know, I think his position has been filled, but I'm not sure. I can find out for you.
Right. Through you, Mr. Chairman, I would like to find out who that individual, or if and when, or if that particular position has been filled, because I think that's important when looking at how the services, different ministerial services, are going to be administered within the jail, because I know before that was a big part of his position, was helping to make sure that all faiths, if you will, were kind of being addressed, and that's my concern there. And I'd just like to know if that position's filled, and if that's true, that responsibility falls under the chaplain of the Monroe County Jail. To you, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Very good. Is there any other discussion? Legislator Lee.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, you indicated that there's $3 million in the T99 account. Can you give an explanation as to what's the major funding for that account?
Through the chair, it's through the phone service. So when an inmate makes a phone call, they're charged for that phone call, and it's also through their commissary fund. So if an inmate buys something through the Sheriff's Department commissary, they're charged for that, and a portion of that money goes in there as well.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed, item carries. Are there any other matters to come before the committee tonight? Seeing none, the June 28, 2010 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on July 26, 2010 at 5 p.m.